Mathematics class 11 chapter 16 probability. In the last class we have started exercise 16.3 up to question number 10 we have studied. Today we shall study the remaining questions of the exercise. Question number 11. In a lottery a person chooses 6 different natural numbers at random from 1 to 20, and if these 6 numbers match with the 6 numbers already fixed by the lottery committee, he wins the prize. What is the probability of winning the prize in the game? Total numbers of numbers in the draw equal to 20. So out of 20, you have to select the number. Number to be selected equal to 6. You can select, a person can choose 6 number. That is 6 number are selected. Let A be the event that 6 numbers match with 6 numbers fixed by the lottery committee. Now we take event A as the 6 numbers which we are selecting will match the 6 numbers which are already fixed by the committee. That means n of A will be 6C6 and this value is 1. To solve this, I use this formula NCR equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Here n is 6 and r also is 6. So if you find out using this formula, you get value 1, or you can just remember that NCN equal to 1. Okay, NCN equal to 1. These n and r are same, that means value is 1. Therefore, probability of winning the prize P of A equal to n of A by n of S. N of A is C66 and n of S will be out of 26 selected. So 20 C6. C6 is 1, and this value, use this formula NCR equal to n factorial divided by r factorial n minus r factorial. So P of A equal to 6 C6 is 1 and 20 is CR, that is n is 20. So 20 factorial divided by r factorial, that is 6 factorial, into n minus r, that is 20 minus 6 factorial. Okay, this 6 factorial take in the numerator, this 20 minus 6 is 14, take in the numerator, so you get 16 factorial into 14 factorial divided by this 20 factorial. 6 factorial can be written as 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 into 14 factorial, this as it is. This 20 factorial can be written as 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 into 16 into 15 into 14 factorial. Cut these 14 factorials. Now here you can find the division. If you find or you simplify this, the value you get is 1 divided by 38,760. So this is the probability of winning the prize, 1 divided by 38,760. So that is solution for question number 11. Question number 12. Check whether the following probability P of A and P of B are consistently defined. Part A, P of A equal to 0.5, P of B is equal to 0.7, P of A intersection B is 0.6. And part 2 is P of A equal to 0.5, P of B is equal to 0.4, P of A union B is 0.8. So for part 1, we are given here P of A 0.5, P of B as 0.7 and P of A intersection B is 0.6. Now here this 0.5 is less than 0.6. That means P of A is less than P of A intersection B, which is not true. Here P of B, that is 0.7, is greater than P of A intersection B, that is 0.6. That is true. But this should not be less than A intersection B. Okay, A should not be less than A intersection B and B should not be less than A intersection B. Okay, therefore these are not consistently defined. So we can write here as, now P of A intersection B, that is this value, is greater than P of A. Therefore given probability are not consistently defined. In part 2, P of A equal to 0.5, P of B is equal to 0.4 and P of A union B is equal to 0.8. So we shall find first P of A intersection B by using the formula P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A union B is 0.8 equal to P of A is 0.5 plus P of B is 0.4 minus P of A intersection B. This minus P of A intersection B transfer over here becomes positive and this 0.8 transfer over here becomes negative. Add these two, 0.5 plus 0.4 will give you 0.9. So 0.9 is minus 0.9 minus 0.8 will give you 0.1. Now we can see this 0.1, that is A intersection B, is less than 0.5 and 0.4. Therefore it is consistently defined. So you can write here, therefore P of A intersection B is less than P of A, 0.1 is less than 0.5, right? And P of A intersection B is less than P of B, that is 0.1 less than 0.4. That means the given probability are consistently defined. Question number 13. Fill in the blanks in the following table. You are given P of A, P of B, P of A intersection B, P of A union B. In number 1, P of A is 1 by 3, P of B is 1 by 5, P of A intersection B is 1 by 15, and A union B you have to find. For this we shall use this formula, okay, which we used before. So I used here P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A given to you 1 by 3, put the value, plus P of B is 1 by 5, okay, minus A intersection B is given to us 1 by 15, okay. So put the values and now take LCM. The LCM is 15, so you need to multiply by 5 here, so 5 into 1 5, plus here you need to multiply by 3, so 3 into 1 is 3, minus here 15 is there, so nothing to multiply, 1, divide by 15, 5 plus 3 minus 1 gives you 7, and this 15 as it is, so 7 by 15. So P of A union B is 7 by 15. In number 2 it is P of A is 0.35, P of B you have to find, and P of A intersection B is 0.25, and P of A union B is 0.6. Use the same formula. P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. A union B is given to you 0.6. Okay, put the value equal to P of A is 0.35 plus P of B you have to find. So keep as it is, minus A intersection B is 0.25. So 0.35 minus 0.25 will give you 0.10 or 0.1 plus P of B. 0.1 transfer over here, it becomes negative. So here remains P of B equal to 0.6 minus 0.1, which gives you 0.5. Okay, so that is the value of P of B. In part 3 it is given to us P of A is 0.5, P of B 0.35, P of A intersection B you have to find, and P of A union B is 0.7. Same formula you use. So I have written here P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. A union B is 0.7, P of A is 0.5, and P of B is plus 0.35, and A intersection B you have to find. Equal to, add these together, this 0.50 plus 0.35 will give 0.85 minus P of A intersection B, this negative transfer over here, and 0.7 transfer over here. So we get P of A intersection B equal to 0.85 minus 0.70 equal to, the difference is 0.15. So that is the value of A intersection B. Question number 14. Given P of A is equal to 3 by 5, P of B is equal to 1 by 5. Find P of A or B. A or B means P of A union B, if A and B are mutually exclusive events. Now, two sets are called mutually exclusive if the intersection is phi. That means the probability of P of A intersection B will be 0. Then you call them as a mutually exclusive events. That probability will be 0 for the intersection. Okay, so let us write what is given and find the answer. So given P of A equal to 3 by 5, P of B is equal to 1 by 5. Since A and B are mutually exclusive events, P of A intersection B equal to 0. Okay, now we use the formula P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, but this value is 0, so not writing. Okay, since given that it is mutually exclusive, we understand that P of A intersection B is 0, so we don't need to mention that, don't need to write in the formula. Equal to P of A is 3 by 5 plus P of B is 1 by 5. Here denominator is same, so just add the numerator. So 3 plus 1 is 4 by 5. So that is the P of A union B value. Okay, because he has asked us P of A or B. So that is what we have found. Number 15. If E and F are even such that P of E equal to 1 by 4, P of F equal to 1 by 2, P of E and F equal to 1 by 8, find number 1 P of E or F. E or F means E union B. Number 2, P of not E and not F. Given that P of E equal to 1 by 4, P of F 1 by 2, and we again P of E and F, that means P of E intersection F is given to you 1 by, and means intersection, and or means union. Okay, so in part 1 let us find P of E or F. So P of E union F you have to find, equal to P of A plus P of B, sorry, P of F minus P of E intersection F, the formula which we have written before. Okay, that formula I am using. It was E and B, here it is E and F. Okay, so just keep in mind that is E and F. So P of E 1 by 4 plus P of F 1 by 2 plus, sorry, minus P of E intersection F is 1 by 8. The LCM is 8. So here you have to multiply by 2. So 2 plus here multiply by 4. So 4 into 1 is 4 minus here 8. So 1. Nothing to multiply. Divide by 8. So 2 plus 4 minus 1 gives you 5. Divide by 8. Right. So that is the value of P of E or F. Okay. P of E or F or P of E union F. And part B2 is P of not E and not F. So this mathematically we write as P probability of not E and that is intersection not F. Okay, and will become intersection. This can be written as P of not E union F, and P of not E union F, that means it can be written as 1 minus P of E union F. Okay, the formula is, you remember, P of A naught or not A equal to 1 minus P of A. Okay, P of not A equal to 1 minus P of A. So here not of E union F, so it will be 1 minus P of E union F. Okay, this is the formula. So that means this can be written as P of not E intersection not F is equal to 1 minus P of E union F we found. Okay, 5 by 8. So 5 by 8. Take LCM. 8 into 1 is 8 minus 5 by 8, which gives you 3 by 8. So that is solution for question number 15. Number 16. Evens E and F are such that P not E and not F equal to 0.25. State whether E and F are mutually exclusive. If two events are mutually exclusive, then the probability of their intersection will be 0. Okay, so we shall find that if the intersection is 0, the probability of the intersection, then you can say they are mutually exclusive. Otherwise, they are not. Given P not E and not F is equal to 0.25, given in the question. This implies P of not E union not F equal to 0.25. That means this can be, by using the De Morgan's law, we can write as P of not E intersection F equal to 0.25. And P of not E intersection F can be written as 1 minus P of E intersection F. Okay, just what we used before. Similar way here also. P of not A equal to 1 minus P of A. Okay, that formula I am using. Equal to 0.25. This negative term transfer over here, it becomes positive, and this positive transfer over here becomes negative. So here when you transfer, you get here P of E intersection F equal to 1 minus this value 0.25. Find the difference, you get 0.75. This is not equal to 0. That means E and F are not mutually exclusive events, because what we say that if the intersection probability of the intersection is 0, that means they are mutually exclusive, otherwise not. So you don't get 0, that means they are not mutually exclusive. Question number 17. A and B are events such that P of A is equal to 0.42, P of B is equal to 0.48, P of A and B is 0.16. Determine number 1, P not A, number 2, P not B, number 3, P of A or B. So number 1 is P not A. P not A means P not A. This is symbolically we write. And this can be written as 1 minus P of A equal to 1 minus P of A value is given to us 0.42. Find the difference, you get 0.58. Then part 2 is P of not B. Same formula, equal to, the first I am writing in the mathematical form, P of not B. And the formula is 1 minus P of B equal to 1 minus P of B is given to us 0.48. So 0.48, the difference is 0.52. Number 3 is P of A or B. Okay, that is what you have to find in number 3, part 3. So equal to P of A union B, or means union. Okay, before also I have given you union means or. Okay, so it is P of A union B. The formula we know, P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection P. P of A is given to you 0.42 plus P of B is 0.48. Okay, minus P of A intersection B. P of A intersection B, that given to us 0.16 minus 0.16. This sum minus this will give you 0.74. Okay, so that is the solution for question number 17. Question number 18. In a class 11 of a school, 40% of students study mathematics and 30% of students study biology. 10% of class study both mathematics and biology. If a student is selected at random from class, find the probability that he will be studying maths or biology. Let A be the event that the student is studying mathematics and B be the events that the student is studying biology. Then P of A equal to 40 by 100 equal to 2 by 5 and P of B is equal to 30 by 100. Okay, from the given question they have given us 40% mathematics, so P of A is 40 by 100, and P of B, that is 30%, so 30 by 100. This gives you 3 by 100. And P of A intersection B, okay, 10%, study both, that is P of A intersection B equal to 10 by 100 gives you 1 by 10. What you have to find is maths or bio, that means A or B. Okay, that is A union B. So probability of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B equal to P of A is 2 by 5 plus P of B is 3 by 10. minus P of A intersection B is 1 by 10. So minus 1 by 10. LCM is 10. So multiply by 2. So 2 into 2, 4. Plus here nothing. So plus 3 minus 1 divided by 10. 4 plus 3 minus 1 gives you 6 by this denominator 10. This value is 0.6. So this is the probability of getting either studying either mathematics or biology. Okay. So that is the solution for question number 18. Question number 19. In an entrance test that is graded on the basis of 2 examinations, the probability of a randomly chosen student passing the first examination is 0.8 and of second examination is 0.7. The probability of passing at least one of them is 0.95. What is the probability of passing both? Let A be the event that the student passes the first examination and B be the event that the student passes the second examination. Then P of A, from the given question, P of A is 0.8, okay, given to us, the first examination 0.8, and P of B, that is second examination passing, is 0.7, and P of A union B is 0.95, at least one of them, okay, that is P of A union B is 0.95. We use the same formula, P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. A union B is 0.95 equal to P of A is 0.8 plus P of B is 0.5 minus P of A intersection B. This transfer over here and 0.95 transfer over here. Okay, so add up these two, 0.8 plus 0.7, that gives you 1.5, and this when you transfer it becomes negative, and this you transfer it becomes positive. So P of A intersection B equal to 1.5 minus 0.95. The difference is 0.55. Okay, so that is the value, or we can say that that is the probability of passing both the examination. Question number 20. The probability that a student will pass the final examination in both English and Hindi is 0.5 and the probability of passing neither is 0.1. If the probability of passing the English examination is 0.75, what is the probability of passing the Hindi examination? Let A be the event that the student passes English examination and B be the event that the student passes Hindi examination. Then from the given data, P of A intersection B is 0.5, okay, and P of not A intersection not B is 0.1. Also we are given probability of A is equal to 0.75. Okay, then it passes the English examination. The probability of passing the English examination is given to us, P of A equal to 0.75, okay, given in the question. Now P of not A intersection not B equal to 1 minus P of A union B using De Morgan's law equal to 1, here we are just putting this value, okay, P of A not A intersection not B is 0.1, okay, so I put this value 0.1, so this value equal to 0.1, okay. Now let us interchange this P of A in union B transfer over here and 0.1 transfer over here, so we get this remains here, P of A union B equal to 1 minus 0.1, that gives you 0.9. So 1 minus, that means P of A union B equal to 1 minus 0.1 equal to 0.9. Okay, make sure here that you don't make confusion here. Okay, don't get confusion here, because here this value I have put here from the given data. Now P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. This is P of A union B is 0.9 equal to that what we found. Okay, P of A union B is 0.9 equal to P of A is given to you 0.75 plus P of B minus A intersection B, P of A intersection B is 0.5, okay, given in the data. Implies P of B 0.9 and this 0.75 minus 0.5 will give you 0.75, that you transfer over here, okay. It will be positive, transfer over here, it becomes negative, okay. 0.75 minus 0.50 will give you 0.25, which is positive, you transfer over here, it becomes negative. P of B as it is 0.9 minus this, you are transferring the difference of this, that gives you minus 0.725. This difference, if you find, it is 0.65. Okay, so this is the probability of passing the Hindi examination. Question number 21. In class of 60 students, 30 opted for NCC, 32 opted for NSS and 24 opted for both NCC and NSS. If one of these students is selected at random, find the probability that number 1, the student opted for NCC or NSS. Number 2, the student has opted neither NCC nor NSS. Number 3, student has opted for NSS opted for NSS for not NCC. So for opted for NSS but not NCC. Okay, given total number of students n of s equal to 60. Okay, 60 is the number of students. Let A be the event that student opted for NCC and B be the event student opted for NSS. Then n of A equal to 30 from the given data. Okay, and n of B will be 32. And n of A intersection B is 24. Okay, opted for both. So A intersection B is 24. Therefore, P of A equal to n of A by n of S equal to n of A is 30 divided by n of S is 60, which gives you 1 by 2. And n of P of B will be n of B by n of S equal to n of B is 32 divided by gives you 8 by 15. Okay, so P of A is 1 by 2 and P of B is 8 by 15. Now P of A intersection B equal to n of A intersection B divided by n of S. Okay, same formula but here for A intersection B. So n of A intersection B is 24 divided by n of S is 60, which gives you 2 by 5. So P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A value is 30 by 60 plus P of B is equal to 32 by 60 and minus P of A intersection B is 24 by 60. Okay, I am taking this value without cutting. Why? Because again you have to take the LCM, so I am directly taking the value without cutting, having the denominator equal. So here 30 plus 32 minus 24 divided by 60. You can take also this value. Okay, it will come, but you have to take the LCM. Here since denominator is same, directly you can add the numerator. So 30 plus 32 minus 24 gives 38 divided by 60, cut by 2, so you get here 19 by 30. Therefore, P of student opted for NCC or NSS equal to 19 by 30. So that is the first one. Okay, and part 2 is probability of student has opted neither NCC nor NSS. That is P equal to not A intersection not B. So equal to P of this can be written as P of not A union B. Okay, equal to, this is De Morgan's law. Okay, this I am applying here. P of A not A intersection not B will be P of not A union B. Okay, this is you are applying is a De Morgan law. Okay, which we applied previously. This can be written as 1 minus P of A union B equal to, this value is 1 as it is and this value is, from here it is 19 by 30. Okay, so take LCM. So 30 minus 19 by 30 gives you 11 by 30. So this is the probability of student has opted neither NSS nor NCC. And part 3 is P of student has opted for NSS but not NCC. So for NSS but not NCC. Okay, so that is one. So that means P of A dash intersection B equal to P of B minus P of A intersection B. Okay, this is the formula for this one. Equal to this different formula, so remember. Okay, P of A dash intersection B equal to P of B minus P of A intersection B equal to P of B is 32 by 60. Okay, again I am taking this value, not the cut value. So 32 by 60 minus P of A intersection B is 24 by 60. Okay, 24 by 60. Denominator is same. So add the numerator. So 32 minus 24. This is a difference. So difference it. Okay, find the difference. If it is addition, you add it. So 32 minus 24 will give you 8 divided by 60. You can cut here, so you get 2 by 15. Okay, so that is the solution for question number 21. Here we end the exercise 16.3. We'll keep this much for today. Thank you very much.